Yo, what is going on YouTube? Hulk Brody back today with another Madden 23 video, and today I am on my main team. I'm going to be showing you guys my main team. It is a full 50 out of 50 Ravens theme team. Now, Zero Chill just dropped yesterday. It is now Friday, the day after Zero Chill dropped. So I added a few players to my team, and there's some new strat items that definitely help out your theme teams right now. I by far think this is the best Ravens theme team that you can build in Madden 23 right now. So we're going to go ahead, pop into the team, and I'm going to show you guys everything. And then I'm going to go through my binder and just kind of show you guys what I'm doing for Zero Chill right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop over to the team. As you guys can see, I'm sitting on about a little over 7 million coins, but my binder's filled with stuff as well. As you can see, I have about 1,100 items in my binder as well. So we're at a 92 overall. Not the best. You can get up to like a 95 on a Legends theme team, but I really like this team right here. Before I show you my offense, I gotta show you guys something, right? So let's go down here. As you guys can see, I'm at 53 out of 50 Baltimore Ravens. Now, why is that? That's because when you come to the strategy items, for some reason they're glitched. Now, I'm not gonna click into this because I don't know if they fixed this or not, but as you can see, I have this one right here where the team affinity strategy items are supposed to go, but then I tried to put this one into this spot and it wouldn't let me. But it let me put it in this spot, which this is the program spot. I don't think it's supposed to go here or not, but this gives me another ×4. So right here, I'm getting ×7 for Ravens. 7 extra spots just right here, which is crazy, right? That's 7 players out of the 50 players that you need for a full theme team that I don't need in my lineup, right? So that is crazy. So I wanted to show you guys that first because you might still be able to do it. I'm not going to touch it, right? If something for some reason happens, I'll adjust my team then to where this no longer works. I think there's also a gold one, but this one was already expensive, and when I bought it, there were no gold ones on the market. And now I'm just afraid to even take this out of my lineup or even mess with these because I feel like something could stop working, right? So I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to leave it how it is. But if you're wondering like how everything is working, because I have 7 right here, right? I have 7 right here. So now let's go back to the offense, right? So before I had that 7, the extra 4 that I'm getting from that purple strat item, I had to pick up Willie Anderson. He gets edge protector for 2 AP, which is not ideal at all, but he gets Ravens chem and he's really high. He's one of the highest rated right tackles in the game right now. But that 2 AP right tackle makes me want to switch him. And as you guys can see, I am at 53 out of 50. So I technically have 3 spots I could upgrade to something else. So that's something that's kind of on my mind to switch. But right now, I'm just leaving it. I'm not too worried about my AP situation somewhere else on offense. So I'm cool with that. Center and right guard, they're Ravens players. That's why they're there. They're Ravens players and they're decent players. They're 90, 91 overall. They're fine. They're decent. Like, they get the job done, right? Jonathan Ogden is the left tackle, but for some reason he gets left guard secondary, which made it easier for me to put Joe Thomas on the field because Joe Thomas gets 1 AP for threat detector as well as 1 AP edge threat elite, edge protector, which is great. The threat detector on 3rd and 4th down, just knowing when they're gonna blitz, who's blitzing, is amazing. And then Jonathan Ogden, you know, he's a Ravens player and he's one of the highest rated offensive linemen, so why not have him in there, obviously, right? So let's go ahead to tight end. Darren Waller gets up to 93 speed on this team, gets short and elite for 1 AP. I think he's the best tight end in the game right now, honestly. Mark Andrews just came out with the new Team Builders, Team Affinity cards. I did do the set for Justin Reed because Justin Reed gets Ravens chem as well. So I did Justin Reed. I took obviously you get Mark Andrews, and then I quick sold the other 2 players for training. But Mark Andrews gets up to 92 speed on this team, which is really, really good. Really, really good. And then Casper's obviously down here, number 3. It's rare that I'm in a 3 tight end set, but it happens. And I mean, Casper's still a pretty good player. Our team captain is Zonka, and then we got Patrick Ricard here. Zonka gets up to like 93 speed, so on those kickoff returns, that's not bad. Not bad, 93 speed. Obviously, we got Aaron Rodgers right here. I think he's probably the best quarterback other than John Elway, but I did the John Elway set, and I sold him for 6.5 million coins, so like I'm cool with this 400 coin QB instead of that. I don't know how much he sells for right now, but I'm cool. I'm cool with this 400 coins. And I do have RG3 down here. He is a Ravens player. He gets up to 95 speed and he gets jukebox for 0 AP. So like if I ever want to run the ball with my QB, I have him, right? I have some runs in my playbook that I do use every once in a while, just to sprinkle in for fun, right? Rod Woodson gets up to 94 speed on this team. If you watch my No Money Spent team, I also had him on there because I had a Raiders theme team, right? I just added him. I ran the ball with him one time and it did not go well, but I'm gonna keep trying him out on like the goal line and stuff like that, and just see how it works out. He's a big boy out there, right? If anything, I just keep him into pass block. And let's go ahead and look at the wide receivers. So wide receivers are kind of weird because usually I'm in 2 tight end sets, right? I run a lot of 2 tight end sets, so really only Calvin Johnson and Steve Smith play. Steve Smith, I feel like, has been the best player on my offense, right? He's short. He is. He's like 5'9", but short and elite for 0. The routes that I put him on, he cooks like, because you're playing a lot of man coverage, right? So when you high ball it to some of these tall players and they have knockouts on, they're just getting the ball knocked out because they're getting that animation, right? Whereas these short players, you're just putting them on routes where they can get open, so they're just going to cook the player, right? And then you just get them to them open so they have that space so that knockout doesn't activate. And that's what I try to do with Steve Smith, and he's great. He's great at it. I had Mike Wallace before I picked up Calvin Johnson. He was pretty good too. He got up to like 95 speed on this team. Steve Smith Jr. is 96 speed, which is, I mean, the fastest player in the game. Nobody's faster than that. Nobody's faster than that. So he's right up there with like Dion, right, on defense, the fastest player in the game. So yeah, I mean, he's a great player. And then Calvin Johnson, I just have kitted out, right? I have deep out, deep in, and short in on him. I just have him kitted out, right? Because I just want him to be able to do everything. I want no matter where he's on the field, I want to be able to throw the ball to him if I have to. And for all that for like 3 AP, I feel like I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Hester doesn't play a ton, but he gets that 0 AP return man. I'm fine with that. And then when I had to play him, he's 95 speed. All his route runnings are over 90, so there's no reason, not to have him there as wide receiver 3. And then obviously Jacoby Jones because he gets the 2 times for Ravens. And then who do I have down here? Perryman, he was a free card that you got during Blitz, and he happens to be a Raider. I mean, not a Raider, a Raven, right? I'm thinking about my No Money Spent team. So that is the offense that I talked about, all of my abilities. The one position that I would really want to upgrade is my right tackle so that I can get 1 AP edge protector and, yeah, put another 1 AP somewhere else. But right now, I'm not too worried about that. On to the defense. So we'll start out with linebackers. Let's start out with linebackers. I like starting with linebackers because they're not too important. All of my middle linebackers are just there for chem. Obviously, Ray Lewis is in middle linebacker too because that's who's on kickoff return, kickoff team. The right side over here, we have Roquan Smith and JPP. JPP gets a 0 AP ability, but neither of these guys play. Joey Bosa is actually a pretty good card. So Matthew Judon's just another Raven. But Joey Bosa does play end for me. He gets 0 AP Speedster, which doesn't really do much. What else does he get? Edge threat for that. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at putting edge threat on him for 2, just in case, but I'll tell you guys why some of my abilities are kind of locked up right now. But this is a pretty good card. This is a pretty good card, and it came out, I think, a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. But 90 speed, 94 excel, like 90 power move, 95 for nest move, 94 block shed. Like he's a good card, like, right? And I got him for like, I think I actually pulled him, but he was going for 400K as an LTD at one point in time. Like, so we quick sells for 350. Like, it was a no brainer. Like, the new Watt that just came out, like he's not any better than this card, right? Not at all. So like, may as well keep him. 0 AP ability. I think the Watt gets like 0 AP Crusher, but I don't really love Crusher unless it's on like a user, which I do have Crusher on my user, which I'll show you guys in a minute. All right, so that was linebackers. Let's go to defensive line. So we have Saragusa here, all Madden player you get from the challenges. 0 AP goal line stuff, which if you guys saw my No Money Spent video, doesn't really work. Everybody else is just a Raven. That's why they're there. T Sizzle does actually play on the other side of Bosa on the end. I am usually in like a nickel over, nickel normal type of set. 0 IP unpredictable. Gets up to 89 speed on this team, 95 excel, 91 block shed, 91 power move, and 90 finesse move. So he's at those 90s at least. You know, he's fine. He plays fine for me, right? If I need to zone him out, I can. I don't think his zone is great. I don't think his zone is great. It is not great. But sometimes I do zone him out if I need to. Just kind of cover an area just so they're distracted and don't want to throw there for the moment. And then Aaron Donald with 1 AP, double or nothing, does play my other defensive tackle next to Saragusa. So he has 1 AP, double or nothing. 88 speed, 91 excel is fine. I mean, he has 93 block shed, 93 power move, 92 finesse move. He plays really good at D tackle. I like him a lot. A lot of people like the bigger guys. You know, they take up more space, but I think he plays really good there. I thought about getting the Minister of Defense. I can't even think, Reggie White, and putting him there instead in that spot, but I'm liking Aaron Donald. Okay, so let's move on to cornerbacks. Yeah, cornerbacks. So obviously Dion. Dion gets everybody's team chem, right? So everybody should have him on your theme team. Everybody should have him on every team, even though he's an iffy player, like, still. So on my outside corners, which are Dion, who is up to 96 speed on this team. Rod Woodson's also 96 speed on this team. I have deep out knockout for deep out zone knockout, right? And pick artist on Dion for 3 AP. I have to have that deep out knockout because when they're trying to ag me on the outsides, usually they have their taller guys on the outsides trying to ag me. I need that knockout. It's crucial to have. Like, you just want to let it do its thing. You don't want to click on when they throw in the ball. Just let it do its thing. Let it either pick the ball or knock it out, right? Because when you click on, that's where it messes up. And we have Tariq Woolen over here. He also has deep out knockout for zone. And then he also has tip drill for 0 IP. So, which why not? It's 0 IP. So that's 2 for the knockout, 0 IP for that. He's only 93 speed, which is, say only, but, he's tall. He's 6'4", right? So not only does he have that knockout, he's also 6'4". So I'll take it. I'll take the slower speed. I'm fine with that, right? For being 6'4". And he has high man zone press, so I'm cool. I'm cool with him. I like him there. He's the LTD version, so if I ever need to upgrade that, I can. Hey guys, so the second part of my video for the theme team, the Ravens theme team, my main team, actually got a little corrupted. So I'm going to skip over and just keep going over the team for you guys where I kind of left off on the last video. So basically I was talking about my quarterbacks. I just went over Tariq Woolen. So now I'm going to go on to Rod Woodson. So if we go down to Rod Woodson, he is at 94 overall. He gets mid-zone KO in for 1 and then pick artist for 1. I'm just trying to try out the mid-zone KO. He kind of plays in like curl flats, hard flats, maybe some like mid-zone flats every once in a while. But on a Ravens theme team, gets up to 96 speed, high as man in zone, decent press, high agility. He's a good card. He plays pretty good, but I think you have to put him more in like a nickel spot or more like a slot spot for him really to shine. And then we have Roll, and we also have McAllister down here as our 4 and 5. Roll does play a little bit if I'm in a dollar set. McAllister's just there for the theme team, obviously. And then we're going to pop over to safety. So Justin Reed came out with the Team Builder, Team Affinity cards. He, great card, 95 speed, put him out there. I put him at my free safety because he gets deep out knockout right here. Deep out zone KO, and he gets pick artist. Gets all that for 3 AP, and that's kind of what I want on my free safety. And then at strong safety, we play Atwater because he gets deep in zone knockout and pick artist for 1 AP total. Because this is 1 and this is 0, so that's even better. That's great. If Justin Reed was like that, that'd be amazing. But I like him at my strong safety because I put that guy on like a middle deep third, a lot. Right, So that's what I got there, playing my two back guys. Kyle Hamilton plays a little bit if I'm in like a 3-3 type set where I'm running like a loop blitz or something like that. Kyle Hamilton will come in, but usually my two users in the middle when I'm like a nickel over or nickel normal is going to be Deshaun Elliott is one of them. The reason he 94 speed, 97 excel, like 95 zone, 92 hit power, 6'1", so he has some decent height. Like that, those are pretty good stats right there, especially on a user. You want your user to have high excel because you're picking up to that speed quicker, right? So the higher excel is really good for that. And then our other user is no other than the Sean Taylor, because you can now put free safeties in at sub linebacker. So obviously we had to give out Sean Taylor a try. He just dropped a few days ago, 4-0 chill. He gets Crusher for 0, 94 speed, excel, 97 zone, 97 hit power. I mean, I got to give him a try. I've only played maybe, I would say, 5 or so games with him. I haven't really seen anything happen too much yet. So, but I'm going to go through all of my champs. I'm going to really grind that out today and kind of see how he plays. But that is the team. I think we went over everything. I'm sorry, the first part of the video got messed up, so I had to refilm today. This is kind of all my specialists and spots. None of it's really too important to go over. We went over strategy. That was kind of the first thing I talked about. But yeah, that is my team. I think this is by far the best Ravens theme team that you can possibly make right now in Madden 23. So if you guys want to go ahead and give it a try, go for it. I'm going to right now go straight into filming a little pack opening for you guys too. It is Legends Saturday, so Legends just dropped. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys. Stay tuned. It might be out tomorrow, but I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hulk Brody out.